good morning, good evening, or good afternoon, wherever you are in the world. Hello. It's Queen Bree Vixen. I wanted to talk to you guys about divination tools because I see it too much and nobody knows about it. So, starting off, I want you guys to know that they're used to seek knowledge, insight, or guidance to often talk about or find more insight about the future, past, or present. But you are contacting the supernatural forces or entities and or you're able to interpret them from or with signs and symbols to gain insight into things like tarot cards, runes, pendulums, crystal balls, scrying, mirrors. These tools are used to basically be the middleman of you and the higher powers that you're trying to use to be able to get answers or insight for what you need. So, examples of some divination tools is tarot cards, 78 cards. They're not flashcards, they're not oracle cards. It's 78 cards in a deck, and it's used to practice cartomancy or taromancy, which is basically magic with cards or tarot. Okay, basically. The reader interprets the meanings of the cards in relation to the question or situation. So all of the cards, they mean something, right? And as an intuitive reader, with what comes out on the spread with the situation, that is how it's interpreted because it is a tool being used from spirit to you. And we're basically giving you the illustration that the spirit is trying to tell you. That's with tarot cards. Now, rune stones, they're symbols that are often inscribed in stones or other materials that are used for divination, particularly in Germanic or Nordic tradition. So these are like little stones that have like symbols on them, and you throw them out, and you those all those symbols, they mean something. And if you read runes, then those stones that come out, you're able to read those and interpret those into a situation that is at hand. So that is rune stones and pendulums, one of my favorites. It's a small weight attached to um, like something that is like a string or basically it's like a string and something heavy. It could be a string and a quarter or something heavy with a string, and basically it's so it can swing. Okay, it's a way to it's considered dowsing. Okay, and it's another method to be able to answer questions with the movements of the pendulum. So when you're using the pendulum, usually you should be having like a certain relationship with your pendulum, having certain energy around it, being kind of careful about who and where and what you use your pendulum with. Um, I love the pendulum because it helps you be able to channel as well. There's times where, like, as for psychics or something, if you need help channeling for something, if you use the pendulum, it can help you get into a meditative state so you're able to um, get to being able to get to your psychic mode and channel something that's supposed to come out. That's why I like pendulums as well. They also use them for hypnotics, for hypnotizing stuff, but who cares about that? We're not talking about that. It doesn't matter. Tea leaves. They're reading tea leaves, which is called tessography. It just it. I'll have to put it up in my um, video because I don't know how to say that word, but it's a method of divination that involves interpreting patterns and symbols formed in the residue of brewed tea. So, after somebody drinks tea, there's going to be the residue, like the herbs and all that that's left over. And what do? They interpret it. And the reason of interpretation of the remember, divination tools, we're helping you with using our supernatural forces, entities, and ourselves to help give you um answers, basically, to be honest, really. Um So that's one with tea leaves. The automatic writing one is cool too. That's the one that Tyler does, but I found out that he's a fraud. But basically how he like scribbles and all that stuff. That is basically considered automatic writing, well, in a way. But it involves writing down thoughts and words without conscious editing, and it is a way to control and allow the subconscious mind to reveal insights. So you just start writing whatever word comes to your brain. You just start writing, 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 writing. It'll get you into a meditative state to where you'll start writing shit down that you might not even know that you would have known because it's coming from what? It's coming from spirit. Moving on. So we got numerology as well. This is a numerical way to see the value of letters, numbers, and dates to gain insight into a person's character, life path, or future. Numerology, it's good with tarot as well if you wanted to get more insight with tarot because numerology breaks a lot down. For instance, this is the year of 9, okay? Year of change. Last year was, I think, 8. Whatever it was the year of karma, okay? Um but birth dates and names, all that can be broken down into a letter or a number. For instance, when you got to if you want to know your life path number, you add up each and every digit in your birthday. Like, as in, like, let's say your birthday is August 2nd, 1999. You'll do 8 plus 2 plus 1 plus 9 plus 9 plus 9, 4 9s. I don't know if I said all of them, but anyway, you know what I mean. And then after you come up with that number, if it's a double digit, you add those together because you always want to have one number. I can go into that more, but just know that keep going with that. That's your life path number, okay? That's one way to break down numerology. It's a great way to help decide certain things when it well with birth charts and things. It's good, but it's not something I would kind of use as like I would consider divination, but whatever. That's what they say it is. It's a part of divination. Now, dowsing rods. Um, Dowsing rods are mainly, honestly, they're just kind of used for using to find hidden objects or water sources. I have an issue with people using dowsing rods online. Um, Dowsing rods are like extended antennas to the spirit world where you have no clue which spirits you're picking up on. Okay. Especially if you're using them on live stream at any kind of time, you're mixing a whole bunch of different type of energies together. And to be honest, you don't always know which spirits are going to help you because not all of them are good. And if you're using them to where it's not a personal thing for like between you and yourself, then I kind of just see it as like a plaything, honestly. Like paranormal people use it to see if there's spirits around, but you can also use it to see if there's like gold and stuff. But I don't think that you should use them for people more than you should use them for yourself to talk to your ancestors or past loved ones or something, not just to answer questions on live or to answer or to clarify a question or something that you have from, like, let's say you're doing tarot and then um you want to clarify it with dowsing rods. That makes no sense. Those are both divination tools. You're supposed to get the answer from one or the other, okay? Anyway, it's very dangerous with the dowsing rods because as soon as you pick them up, it goes off of the energy that you put in it. So if you're in a rush and you're trying to just hurry up and answer a question, it can give you the wrong answer. Same with the pendulum. You got to be in tune. You got to be calm. It picks up on the energy that you give it. Okay. And the person that's using the divination tools, we would be considered a diviner. Okay. Because we are in the middle of the spirit and you, giving you an illustration on what you need to know. There's different types of divination as well, where there's pyromancy. I love it. Using fire to to get insight into a situation. People can look into a flame and see things. Hydromancy definitely has divination by water. It relies on reading signs in the reflection of liquid. Geomancy, it's using objects to cast onto a map or a figure to determine an answer or a question. So I wanted to know more about that, but I didn't feel like studying it more. So there you go. It's geomancy, Geomancy. Now there's claromancy, where there is a divination that involves casting lots or using random objects like throwing bones, rolling dice. This is also believed to determine the outcome of actions, and it can reveal the will of a deity and or the supernatural entities. It's really cool. Um, Clarimacy is really cool. But anyway, divination magic is real, okay? It's a practice where the individual seeks to gain insight into the hidden or unknown by using supernatural or magical techniques, understanding past events, future feelings, revealing hidden information, including spying with divination. You contact supernatural forces, entities, and interpret signs, symbols to gain insight. This is literally basically considered astral traveling in a way, because it's like being able to, you're basically, this basically means like with divination magic, what you're doing is you are mainly a lot of times invading somebody else's spiritual privacy. Okay, going into their energetic field, into their auric field, astral projecting by using entities or supernatural forces to see what's going on and able to give you answers for the situation that you're looking at. But you're mainly looking at somebody else's situation. It's divination magic. Watch out for that. Then make sure you guys protect yourselves, because these readers and stuff, they do this stuff, especially with tarot. They really do check up on these other readers and see what's going on. There's people who can astral travel to where they literally just remotely in their head can literally go into your head. Yeah, your head and your house. Okay. Anyway, just always make sure you're in a calm and meditative state. Those are definitely going to be able to help you control the energy that's around you. They also give answers off of the energy you're giving. So if you're angry, it might give you wrong answers. If you're calm, it's going to give you more. It's going to be able to understand you, to be honest. If you pick them up, put them down, pick them up, put them down, pick them up, put them down while you're live streaming, most likely you're going to get a lot of wrong answers. Um, and I'm talking mainly about dowsing rods, because I see a lot of people that are starting to use dowsing rods and pendulums. And in your head, you can literally tell the pendulum or dowsing rods which answer to say. It's a very subconscious thing that it's to where that's why I feel like pendulums are different. Dowsing rods, I feel like should not be used for the public. If it is, then you really need to know what you're doing with them, to be real, because it's getting pretty bad. Anyway, so make sure that you ask clear and specific questions when you're using divination tools. Focus on the information that you want to gain. Do not expect or think of an answer. Leave it up to spirit to answer it. And be careful with it. Um Sometimes it's just, you're not going to be able to get into other people's energetic field, okay? Sometimes you're going to get the wrong answer. Just leave it at that. That's why I'm going to, with dowsing rods, again, just use it at your own discretion when it comes to using it for other people. Sometimes you don't know which, again, you just don't know who you're calling on. So like when it comes to the whole public thing, dowsing rods should be out. I'm just sorry. No, no, I'm not. Um, the thing is you guys got to be kind of careful with these spiritual tools, man. Like, I'm talking to the practitioners and stuff now, because it's used to help people, and some people use it to trick people. and that's divination magic as well. But we have a we actually have like a duty to keep these people on track. A lot of times these motherfuckers, no offense, but sorry, they're putting people into a spiritual psychosis because using divination tools, anything from tarot cards to dowsing rods to pendulums to whatever, they're manipulating it, quote unquote. Again, divination magic. It's spiritual psychosis. It's a, I'm sorry, I stutter sometimes when I start getting really passionate about things because it's really irritating that these practitioners are putting people into a spiritual psychosis. It's crazy. It's a condition where it's an intense spiritual or religious experience that is led to a breakdown in reality, often accompanied by symptoms of a psychotic breakdown. Okay? It can manifest delusions, hallucinations, disregarding thinking, but unlike psychosis, it's specifically linked to spiritual experiences. Girls and boys, practitioner bitches that are manipulating people, you guys are driving people to the fucking mental hospital, basically, with your issues, with your manipulation of these tools, because it's also tarot, guys. Okay? So, you little tarot readers out there, you guys are putting spiritual psychosis into people because you guys are tricking people and scaring people because you guys are manipulating readings, including dowsing rods, pendulums, whatever you're using. It's scary now and it pisses me off. And the reason why it pisses me off is because we're supposed to be here to help. They're supposed to be able to freaking trust us. And instead, these people are taking their money because of the scam demic. The scam demic was able to have these people use things and be able to manipulate people. I came just in time because now y'all know what's the real deal, okay? That's why I'm here educating you guys. People who really care are going to listen to what I'm saying because these are things that people are using on you right now. These are things that people are doing to you right now. That's why I am telling you guys this stuff right now because there's like literally everything that I pick out is on purpose because these are things that people are using to manipulate situations in your situation and it ain't cool and I'm cool with it. I'm done. I'm done with that. So anyway, I'll see you guys next time. So, good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, wherever you are. I'll talk to you later. Goodbye.